obsessed someone's mind is over it. Which to me is crazy. I do think whoever I'm speaking to on this, I think it's a female and a male, but I think it's from two different areas. But again, I connect with like a lot of people, so I don't actually know who that is for. It could be a multitude of you. Could be a bunch of you, but you need to know how to spiritually protect yourself, because everything is energy and everything is spiritual, whether you want to believe it or not. The body dies, the spirit doesn't, right? So everything would have to be spiritual. It just makes sense, to my mind at least. So that would mean that your destinies are needing to be protected. Because again, if you have some good fortune coming and you have someone waiting in the the outskirts, you know, obsessed with you, mentally ill over what's yours, your Ace of Pentacles, they'll be waiting in the shadows to try and fucking steal it from you. And every time I tell that energy, it makes me think of the figure skater who was about to get the gold medal, and she did, and the other girl was so envious and jealous of her. True story. She took an iron or metal pipe and like cracked the chick's knee. The chick still ends up being famous, but the point is that it's like such a jealousy over someone's life or just who you are as a person. Sometimes it can just be your heart. It can be that you're a nice person and people like you, or sometimes it can literally be that someone has more than you, but you maybe are prettier, or maybe you're smarter, or maybe you just do something better. You could also just be dealing with a fucking bully that just wants to bully you just because they feel like they can. Maybe you, again, are a nice person. I just think whoever I feel like that's for, you need to be very careful of who comes into your life as a lover. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Enough of my ranting. Robert, Ashley, Dark Woods Sanctuary. It's funny. I was just gonna call you Dark I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna call you. And then we've got John, and then we've got Willis. Like, thank you for listening to my ranting on my beliefs. I have a lot. Hey, Charlie. I've been so foggy brain lately. I'm wearing a toque. No, it's important, Carla. If that's the base of truth, it's extremely important. Dark Woods, the hag, you are here. Okay, so we'll just the hag. I love that. That's awesome. And then Ashley, are you here? And then Robert, are you? Let me look, because I do put you guys in order, but Gemini, baby, you're Ashley. Okay, so Gemini, okay, and then Robert. I think maybe Robert will come back for his April 12th. Yeah, it's around that time, in between the end of March to the mixed, or I mean to the next sign after Aries, Taurus. All right, so Ashley, let's do yours. All I need to know is if you're in a relationship or if you're single. I'm not trying to be in a weird energy tonight, but I am in a very weird energy. I don't feel like I technically am. I've just had this weird, just the way you explained that, Carla, I have had the exact same feeling, but I know exactly like where it comes from. So it's kind of like being able to stop something, or almost having to ride it through and then transmute it. I don't know how else to explain it without sounding completely out of my box. Like Harry Potter shit. But it really is like that in the world of divination or manipulation to the mind. I think if I was to, before I start your readings, I think if I was to express to people why they feel different right now, or if you have been, especially if it is feeling like a haze or a daisy, foggy kind of mind frame, it is fair to say right now in biblical times, if you're someone who kind of just does your research, right now where we are in the script, I guess you could say, would be the time where the devil would be trying to stop people from moving on to calm waters. So right now it's like saying that the devil within to kind of show their true colors or energies are not wanting, for instance, empaths, or because for instance people who usually connect with me are like myself in the sense of gifts, or at least they might have that level of vibrational connection with the frequency. Even people who don't like me, who stick around and watch, you're still connected to the sense of vibration. So there are ascensions that are supposed to be happening, especially with the year of the snake. And the way energy would work is like a negative energy would not want us to move forward into a positive, because then it kind of stops the negative. And where we are in the world right now is where things are being highly exposed, like the evil is being so exposed to us, and we're seeing how hard they're working to try and almost like stop us from connecting. We are about to go through an ascension, and then we have Seven of Swords. So it is people who are trying to get away with really sneaky shit right now. And Six of Wands, it's like trying to steal. A lot of destiny swaps are going to be happening right now, or trying to. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Wands is someone who literally thinks that they can get away with stealing someone's victory, with stealing someone's justice, with literally stealing. Like, let's say you're going to be a famous freaking race car driver. Someone fucking thinks in this kind of notion of energy, with this evil intent, it's like right now crazies, like actual freaking divination people, witches, warlocks, minded people, or just evil, really do in their minds, for why you guys are all hearing about this on TikTok, and it's talking about destiny swaps and generational stealing and inheritance swaps, things like that, energy swapping. It's happening right now because this right now is the time frame where people come to an ending of a cycle and are now transpiring into a smoother way and of advancement. So this is like good shit starting to happen in your life. More money, more aspects of goodness. Somebody wants to take that. And it's like, again, let's say you were to be famous. Let's say you're to start a new job. It's like someone energetically, spiritually thinks that they can jump in and somehow take that. By way of ruining it for you, they will somehow take it for them. They're fucking crazy. They're nutsos. There's no other way to put it. You're not going to wake up in someone else's energy. That's not, like Highlander was a show. It's not a real thing. You're not going to take a sword and, and then absorb someone's energetic soul. Like, we're not Dementors. You have to be passed on or not in living form in order to be someone that can possess. So again, you would have to not be in a human form. So this person here to me is someone who has something in mind frame that is like guiding them to think that they can do this, which then comes in that Devil card. So right now is a very high time for people to protect what is theirs, to protect what you've worked on, to protect your name, to protect your character, and to stand in your authenticity, because that's your power, is your authenticity. You know what's crazy? Before I start your readings, the last thing I want to say here, whoever you are that just resonated with that, shit's about to get better for you in the sense financially, because I feel like someone's been holding you back somehow. I don't know. I'd have to, if that is something you connect with, you'd have to tap more into that. But I do feel like someone here, no matter how many times you've gotten started doing something or wanting to advance, it's like something fucking knocks you back down. And then there's the Devil. And I know we can't be like, oh, it's really a real devil, but I don't know anymore, because Google fucking put out that thing called demon face syndrome. I've never heard of people who actually see demons in people's faces. So for Google to put that out and it to be called some weird long name, but demon face syndrome, it's making me think that maybe we do live in a world where there might be some freaking devils that we've just never seen. Maybe when that chick on the plane was like, that motherfucker ain't real, maybe that motherfucker wasn't real. I don't know, I've never seen shit like that, so that would be terrifying. But if you look at this by energy of evilness within people. This is people doing this, taking action. Like, this is people. The evil insidiousness in people with envy, greed, hate. And how can you not think that that's a bad spirit? Because what drives the body is a fucking spirit, right? So it would have to be an evil spirit versus a good spirit. There's no other way to explain that. You don't just have molecules and atoms and brain matter that causes you to do evil things like that. No, it's got to be something inside of you. If not, then it's a genetic fuck up and some sort of weird wiring of the brain that tells you to be like some crazy freaking rageful chimpanzee over a nice butterfly or some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that sounds crazy, and I'm okay if few people fall off on this one, because that's what would be happening right now from January to the end of March, in the belief of crazed mind sociopaths that think that they can steal people's destinies. They would be highly right now waiting in the shadows, because somebody knows that something, whether this is acclamations, achievements, fame, fortune, business, success, somebody knows that something's about to come in for someone, and they're fucking sitting there waiting. Anyways, okay, Ashley, my dear, what is your status of relationship? Ooh. Maybe we'll cleanse these cards for that conversation. What is you're single? Okay, thank you. And again, thank you for listening. It's 144 on the views for a sec there. I do feel like most of the people in my live right now, you are, and I gotta say it, I don't want to say it, but even you freaking karmics right now, I know you learn some shit, that's for sure. You might not want to admit it, but I know you do. And you copy, and I know you do. It is what it is. I can't stop you. I just hope that you fucking take something from it, karmics. But at the end of the day, the 144 is there for a reason, right? Like, maybe you're supposed to change. Maybe you're supposed to learn something to be a better. Maybe you're supposed to see a version of yourself so that you're not so evil in certain ways, right? Or maybe so that you don't think good people are evil. Maybe so that you, motherfucker, maybe so that you call yourself out. The bottom of that's too big. That's what she said. Anyways, but yeah, maybe you guys are supposed to learn something for why it is they pick up on you and you don't go away. Because at this point, it wouldn't, I don't know what else you're here for. Ashley, okay, Gemini baby. Ashley, for yours, it's like you need to remember who you are when you're in relationships. You give way too much of yourself to another person, and that always fucks you over. I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's how it's being put towards me. And that's not always a bad quality for yourself, because it's just you showing the sense of love and how you feel. But I do feel like you get walked on, because there's moments too that I feel like you know it's happening, and I think you're someone that just doesn't want confrontation for why it is you allow the cycle to continue. And I want to say to you that there are times where I feel like you know that you should kind of depart, or maybe you think about certain things in relationships where you almost kind of have regrets about not removing yourself or not standing up for yourself in certain energies, or saying certain things that you wanted to say. It's highly pulling on energy here for you that it's got to be over and done with. So if you've really been thinking about moving forward, I'm gestured to just talk about new love for you. I'm not gestured to continue speaking anymore about your past, unless of course you want to. I think that it's important for you to fully remove this person from your energy. And then we have the Emperor and the Eight of Cups, King of Wands. Yeah, because you got the, like, Your person here, if they had walked away from you, or left you or ghosted you, or your ex, sorry, I'm just cracking my neck. If they had walked away from you or ghosted you, or you had to walk away from them, it was because of a father figure or a grandfather figure or somebody who was more authoritative in their life. They forced this person to walk away from you. But I think it's important that they did, because I think this person was, they created it. So let me know if this is you. And I think the only thing that needs to be said about your ex here is this person's a fucking coward. Sorry to say that in a very negative way. And please let me know as I do your reading if you are resonating. 100% no, it's true. Okay. Because this is like, I just feel like this masculine like said some shit that was lies about you to like get pity. And then this other person took it upon themselves to say, okay, well, you know, we're going to have to move you out of there, or get you out of there, or we're going to have to get you to walk away, or things like that. But I also get that this person was very judgmental towards you in a way where it's almost like if they had money, if their family had money and you don't, or your family doesn't, or something, that this person looked down at you. And I feel like these people are getting karma. Chariot here and the 9 of Cups. So this person here, they walked away from you, or you guys disconnected, or this person kind of ghosted or caused the downfall with you simply for financial as well as authoritative energy. So they have no backbone. This is a coward. This is a coward. And I think ever since you've been disconnected from this energy, they have been throwing very disrespectful words and ding ding. And I also think this person's been on like watching you in the sense of media, like spying, ever since you moved on. And it could be Sagittarius energy, doesn't have to be, it just could be Temperance. It's like you move on to peace and balance without this person. There has to be a door that fully closes with this person. There has to be closure. This person's an extreme runner. And then you have the separation and betrayal, female energy. I feel like there's more than one female that this person was involved with. Taking risks, and then seduction right behind it, which is also third party. The card states attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference, taking a risk, being strategic, not showing your hand, and gambling. Sudden news and shock coming to you. Do not let this person come near you. If they call you or connect with you, do not let this person speak to you. If you notice that it's them on the phone, hang up. And the reason I'm telling you this is because they plan to tell you the things that they did behind your back, acting like as if it's going to give you closure. That's the boat. Like I said, there's closure that needs to happen, receiving what you need, progression arriving, but it's not going to give you closure. This person's a fucking narcissist. This person wants to hurt your feelings, to put you back in your feelings. So I'm saying if that was to happen, do not connect with that person. So then we have ascending for new love here, and self-indulgence, going within, connecting with yourself to heal, which I feel is where you are right now. Love and faith is coming, surprise invitation. I don't feel like you have, if you are speaking to someone, it's a possibility if you want to put them on the board here. But I do feel like this is someone that you have not connected with yet, physically. Relationship evolving to the next phase, inner healing and child healing and growth. You have this past person, this is what I'm saying, you really could be a part of the collective as well, reading, because this is the female trying to block you. Girl with the snake and the addiction card is someone who's obsessed with trying to block you. You have nothing to do with this crazy. So this is what I'm saying. Like, weirdos who get this in their mind and start doing this to people, something's fucking weird. Like, something's wrong with them. Because who the heck, what other female goes out of their way and you're not with the guy anymore. So who holds on to your energy and keeps throwing daggers at you because they're they're pissed off that the ex person still cares about you. Like, who gives a shit? No, that's not your problem. This bitch needs to go away. That person's not enough for you anyways, and sabotage the situation for a reason. It was meant to happen. So when we talk about it, going in with ourselves here and doing the hermit, the dark night of the soul, going through the separation, the grief, the aspects of all the notions of disconnection, we open up our heart now to meet someone else, a twin flame energy. And then we've got welcoming love, meeting the one, open up your heart and getting to know somebody. And then passion. Heartbreak sometimes makes you go through a level here where endings bring new beginnings, and then we have ascending